All right, so in my previous video, we have seen how to make a GET request, GET API request, and today we're gonna see how to make a POST request, right? So what I'm gonna do is, in my previous video, we have seen how to make a GET request with an API which uses Firebase as a database. So it fetches the data from the Firebase and displays the result. Now in this case, we're gonna choose MongoDB as our database, and we already have an API. Let me show you this. All right, so this is my model class and this is my API. All right, so we have post method over here, and this is gonna insert the data into the database. So this is an API. So now we're gonna make use of HTTP client in the Blazor, and we're gonna make a post request so that it creates a record or a document inside the MongoDB database. So now for that, I have created a component. This is the component. I'm gonna give page declaration. This is the routing URL that I've given slash add people. So this is gonna go to the page where people can insert the data. You have a form wherein you can key in the details and insert the data. So for the form, I have edit form. Edit form is again a .NET Core component. It is not a HTML component. All right, so this will take few attributes. Now model is one attribute because it's a strongly typed thing. So we're going to declare model, and here if we're going to mention the model, and on submit I have a function called save people. So I'm going to show you that as well. uh, so now we have form, so we have three inputs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly create a class, a model class. So I'm gonna go to data and I'm gonna say add new class. Let's name this as product. All right, so these are my attributes. So for this, to utilize this attribute, we're gonna add few packages and dependencies. All right, so let me try again. All right, so now I guess they should work. All right, so now we're gonna declare this model class in our component. So let me check where is my component. Under the pages, add people here. So I'm gonna say, let me give a declaration here, product. This is just a new instance of class product, right? So let's say product, right? So this is the model. We're gonna declare it over here. So anyhow, we have on submit function, and on submit we'll call the function save. Let's say save product. Okay, so now here we have at product dot should give the result. All right, so now item, and this is my quantity, product dot quantity. All right, So I'm gonna remove this. So here the name is item and this is my quantity. All right. So I'm gonna name this as item name and quantity. All right. Let's give a user-friendly name. All right. So now here I'm gonna inject HTTP client and I'm gonna make use of that. So this is my function. I'm gonna say save product. So I'm gonna say HTTP client dot post async, and here I have to mention the URL, and this is gonna take the payload of type product. All right. So this is coming from the form, and here I'm gonna mention the URL. So let me get the API URL. So I'm gonna run this. All right. So look at this. So now we have so many products over here. So let's add one more to this. So this is my URL. I'm gonna add it over here. Let me check. Yeah. So I'm gonna add it over here, make a post request. This is the payload. So let's run and check if it works. All right, now we get an error because this is calling an API where the surface is not running. So we're gonna navigate to add people. Okay. All right. So we have some error over here. Let me check this input number. All right. All right. So let me check the data types. All right. So this is an integer, whereas if you go to products, these are all string. So let's convert this to now string. So here, so I'm gonna say input text. So now this is a string. So now I'm gonna rerun this and check. All right. So now we have home page, and uh, this is the URL which is going to help us create uh, the products. So item would be, let's say, charger. I'm gonna say mobile charger. Quantity would be 20. Right. Let's say submit. Let's debug this. All right. So now let's check this API. I'll just rerun it, and it's gonna say item mobile charger 20. So this ID is auto generated by MongoDB. So now the new item has been added. So now if you want to check, I'm gonna say, all right, I'm gonna go to File Explorer, and let me check where I have saved my Mongo instance. Program files, MongoDB, server 4.2, bin. This is our Mongo instance. All right. So now I'm gonna say show DBS. So let's go to use e-commerce. I'm gonna say show collections. So we have product collections. I'm gonna say db dot products dot find one. Okay, so I'm gonna say find dot pretty. So now if you see this, this is the new item that has been inserted. So this means the post API works. So this is how we're gonna make a post request from Blazor to Web API, and ultimately that's gonna insert the data to MongoDB. So thank you guys.